Here we go, here we go. Bam. Another follow the flip is live. Here we go. Let's get this out. What up, guys? What up, what up? Make sure we pin that. We're gonna talk a little bit about reinvesting. I got it. Reinvesting strategy. All right, guys, what's going on? Hope you all are enjoying your day. What up, Retail Recon, the 1602 Jen? What up? What's up, Kelly? De La Cruz, Edgar checking in. All right, guys. So we've got 2 official sales in the books. One was Facebook Marketplace delivery. Someone just ordered off our website. That's super cool. And the second one, if you guys missed it yesterday, we were talking about expanding the marketplaces because we're not very patient when it comes to we want those sales to start coming in. So last night we listed stuff on Poshmark and Mercari. Within an hour, we sold the red, white, and blue Reebok CrossFits.
It's another pair. Sorry, it's another. We've sold so many of these. These Air Max 90 NS. This is our 4th pair today.
Boom.
We should do a post about that.
Those are flying off the shelves. In terms of follow the flip, we've got 2 official sales. And like I said, those Reeboks sold last night. They sold for $37 on Mercari. After fees, we got $25. The first sale was in person $30. So we got 55 total dollars came back in. The bankroll was at 55. Today, Lindsay's about to show you what we sourced. We tried to go live when we were at the Goodwills, but for some reason the service wasn't good, and we want to be able to answer your questions as we go live. So we're gonna try to remedy that, whether we try to source at a different location, because we do want to source. But Lindsay's gonna go over the 5 pairs that we picked up today.
So yesterday first, we went to 2 Goodwills and they didn't have anything. So we want to make sure we get that out. It's not like you're going to every store and hitting a home run. We went to 2 and found nothing, but it was good because we crossed those off our list and we knew we didn't need to go to them today. So today we went to 1 Goodwill and 2 Salvation Armies. We got 5 pairs of shoes totaling $26. So that brought our number, our bankroll, down to $29 we still have. So we're still in the green. I'll go through what we found. We got this pair of Timberlands.
Here, I'll zoom it in for you.
We found this women's pair of suede Timberlands with a super cool like paisley inside. Those cost $4. They were really good. And they were just priced at $4. They weren't even like a half off day or anything. They were priced at $4. So you never know what you're gonna find. They're like barely even worn. Those are gonna go really quick. Excited about those. The next pair,
Give me one.
oh sorry, is this little pair of Air Max. Make sure you look in the kids section of the thrift stores you're at, because sometimes you find little gold mines like these. Those are a 5Y, so they're with the youth stuff, but we'll sell them as a women's 6.5, and just make sure you put in the description that they're a 5Y. Those were $5. So another really good find. We'll clean those up and they'll look really, really good. Another pair of Air Max, women's size 7.5.
Bam.
Those, again, a little clean, and they're gonna photograph really well. $5 for those.
Quick.
And the insole, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the insole is in really good shape. That makes a huge difference on reselling used shoes.
We're on the same wavelength. Guys, this is what we talked about. If you haven't seen that video yet, make sure you go to our YouTube channel. Under the playlist, follow the flip season 1. We talk about how important it is. We always make sure there's no rips right here. There's no rips in the heel. And as Lindsay just said, we literally were gonna say the same thing. The insole is in very, very good condition. Again, only $5.
Yeah, after we go through the ones we did get, we'll talk a little about ones we didn't get too. So the next one, we found another in the kids section. We found these LL Bean waterproof hikers. They were $5 as well. Every pair so far has been $4 or $5.
So as you guys can see, they're dirty and we're gonna have to clean those. It's super, super important you clean these because these are gonna look really, really good. Again, there's no structural damage, there's no rips,
really good.
But we're definitely gonna have to get in there and clean those.
Yeah, waterproof, always. We don't get any hiking type shoes that aren't waterproof because that's the first thing people are gonna ask, and we wanna be able to say yes. So those are awesome. We'll probably end up putting a lot of these up local because things like Timberland boots and the LL Bean hikers will sell quicker local, and then you don't have to do the fees or anything. Last pair, this one was a little more expensive. It cost $7.
Jay, we'll answer that question in a second.
These cost $7.
So, yeah, boom. These are dope polo.
Yeah, they're a shearling lined leather polo Ralph Lauren boot. Like cool straps. Again, they have a little bit of water damage, so we got some shoe polish and we're gonna work on those a little bit, but the tread has like barely been worn. Like it looked like they were maybe walked on once across the ground. So amazing condition, $7. So all of these total, you know, between 3 for $5. The 1 for 1.7 was $26.
$26. Yes, we do have to spend a little bit of time cleaning them, and we evaluated, will this make sense for as much time as it's gonna take to clean those. Now, there was so many pairs, guys, that we would have definitely got today that were more than $5, more than $10. However, that's present day. That's a year into this. That's with a much bigger buying budget. We want to keep this as genuine as we possibly can. And it was so important for us in the beginning, and it's so important for you in the beginning when it comes to sourcing, to always respect your budget. We decided our budget is to stay as close to $5 per pair. We do that for a couple reasons. We want to have a lot of options for people, so maybe we can start bundling pairs together as this thing grows. And we don't want to be sitting on pairs. We don't want to have $15, $20 into one pair. If that pair sits, imagine we spent $20 on one pair. We might love it, but for whatever reason, if that doesn't sell, we could have gotten 4 other pairs, which means more options for buyers, more worms in the fishing pond to be able to catch those buyers.
The other thing that we ended up leaving a few pairs is the insoles. We are really, really strict about making sure they have original insoles and insoles in general. There was this sweet pair of Air Max, I don't know if they were 2016s, 2015s, I can't remember. And they had insoles, but they weren't original. They were like super feet insoles, which are super nice, but they're different. And people want the original insoles, so that's just our personal preference. We stick to pairs that only have their original insoles.
And again, reiterating, this is why. Some people might grab those because like Lindsay said, they had super feet insoles. I think the other pair that we were thinking about had it was like a Solomon brand and it had a Keen insoles.
Oh yeah, that's
The idea is the insoles might have been great, and there might have been nothing wrong, but it's less you're gonna have to deal with in the long term. For example, let's say we got those Air Max. Let's say the buyer put them on and they fit perfectly, but they say, wait a minute, this isn't the original shoe. There's a different,
it's been altered.
It's been altered. It gives them another reason to say, hey, this is not, something's up. It gives it a glitch in their mind. Something is up. And we want to eliminate all glitches, all friction. Like I said, the insole might have been fine. You may decide, hey, I'm willing to take that risk. We weren't in the beginning. We want the original shoe, the original everything, no rips or tears. Yes, we're gonna clean them, but we wanna have as little friction as possible. And because we did that in the beginning, it allowed us to build a lot of momentum. If people are literally just having a bad day because they didn't have a coffee and they put on the shoe and then all of a sudden they're like, you know what? I'm not in the best mood, and here's another reason why. This isn't the original insole, and I don't like it as much, and it blah, 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 and it just snowballs. We want to give them no reason to do that. Jay had a question. Do we list youth shoes as kids, or do we list them as women's?
We, as long as they're larger, as long as they're like a 5Y plus, we list them as women. So like these Air Max are a 5Y, so we're gonna list them as a women's 6.5. But then in the description, we put 5Y fits like women's 6.5. Just so the buyer knows they're gonna get it. And the tag, we also put photos of the tag too. The buyer's gonna get it, and we don't want them to be like, wait, you sent me a 5 and I ordered a 6.5. Make sure you put it in the description so they know the deal with the shoe.
Again, reiterating those bullet points. We take a picture of the tag that says 5Y. We put that included in the photos, and in the description we repeat, these are a size 5Y, fits women's 6.5. This is why we choose to do women's instead of kids, because the alternative is you could say these in the kids section, these are a kids 5Y, also fits women's 6.5. There's more people searching for women's shoes than there are for kids shoes, and the women that understand that are looking for their size also usually understand that they're also going to be looking for 5Y. There's less people that are looking in the kids section for women's, if that makes sense. So this is because we've done a ton of research on what people are looking for on Mercari. You can see trending things on eBay. If you just Google what's trending, all this stuff, there's more people searching for women's shoes, so we're putting it in that category, but we're being very thorough with the descriptions. I'm glad that you asked that question, Jay. We get that question.
That's a good question. And people might reach out. People reach out to us. They're like, wait, the tag says 5, but you have it up as a 6.5. And we just politely, explain that yes, they're a 5Y. They fit like a women's 6.5. I mean, you can Google and see size comparisons or whatever. What's that called?
You compare, yeah, exactly what you said. You Google the comparisons, and Euro only uses one format. So that's how you can decide, hey, look up women's 7 and then look up kids, and it's the same Euro. It's usually within a half size Euro. But that's the bottom line. That's what we've done. We've sold over 34, approaching 3,500 pairs of shoes, and I can't think of one time. There's been confusion, but we've clarified it. One time where someone's got the shoe and said, hey, this didn't fit me. They said, oh, this is so great. I'm so glad. We'll make adjustments. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the kind words. That's what we got for you guys today. It's super important when you're reinvesting your money. As you can see, our bankroll is gonna start going like this and then come down, like this and then come down. And then eventually we're gonna have $1,000 in pocket and still have some inventory left over to build. And then once we hit that $1,000 mark, we're gonna show you what we do. We'll put $500 over here, and then we'll continue to reinvest. Or maybe we'll put $800 over here and pay rent, or whatever it is. Actually, rent's way more than that, but the idea is it doesn't stop there. But if you get to the $1,000 mark, then you can say, hey, I'm gonna put all this money in, because guess what? I still have inventory.
Congrats, Carl.
What?
Isn't Carl on?
Oh yeah, hashtag more Carl. Congrats on getting your bachelor's, my friend.
Yeah, that's super exciting.
And dude, putting that flex up on the internet. My man was smiling ear to ear. Richie Flips, always better stuff in the kids section 5-6 at Ross.
Yes, yep.
Huge shout out to Burlington, Ross, Marshall's locations. Yes, you can get inexpensive stuff.
Outlets for sure. That's my first stop in Nike Outlets is the youth section. He does men's, and then we meet. But I always fill a bag in the youth section. I stick to, we usually only do 5Y, 6Y, 7Y.
So true. 5 to 7Y is the game plan. Smaller than that, it gets a little crazier, but as your budget grows, if it makes sense and the comps are there, check it out.
Sometimes the little women's end up being, little and large end up being reduced as well. So instead of getting a 4.5Y in youth, that might be a price. Sometimes you can find them even less expensive, the really small women's, if you want to go that whole range, that small.
We'll definitely do a whole video on sizing. We're definitely gonna do a video in store when we're sourcing. Like I said, we wanted to talk about reinvesting your money early on. It's super, super important. We had $55. If we found, however many pairs that is, was that 11 pairs for $5, we would have spent all the $55. But after 4 or 5 locations, these are the pairs that we found. We're gonna clean them today. We're gonna get them listed today. We don't sit on a death pile. We don't sit on inventory. We wanna get it out there. We wanna throw those bobbers into the pond so we can start fishing for buyers. We wanna price them aggressively with respect to the market value. These will be around the $25, $30, $35 range. Depending on where we post them. We want to move stuff quickly and build that so we can build the inventory. And then what we're going to talk about in the next week or so is starting to offer bundle deals for buyers. When they say, I want this pair, I'm super excited. Now that we're starting to build some options, we're going to say, hey, we can offer a deal. Instead of 2 for $30, we can do at $30 each, we can do 2 for $50, or buy 3 pairs and get a 4th pair free. We'll get into that in future videos, but the adventure continues on Follow the Flip. If you guys have any more questions, let us know. And as always, we're gonna upload this onto our YouTube page. The link is in the bio under the playlist, Follow the Flip Season 1. We're super excited, taking $25, turning it into 1,000 flipping shoes. I got some cleaning to do. The adventure continues. We'll talk to you guys soon.